Good afternoon. सबको मेरा नमस्कार. This is International Master and FIDE Senior Trainer Sekhar Sahu welcomes you on behalf of Sports Authority of Gujarat and Gujarat State Chess Session to this intermediate training session. I want to give some few simple studies. I mean, the study is meant for below 16, 1700 players. But it is instructive. Other players can also enjoy that. First, let us do 4 5 studies and then I will take you to some middle game theme. Okay, let's check it out. White to play. Hello, Birabhadra Singh, Basal Parikh, Dina Patel, Marth Godani, and Dayanand Samarthi. Hi. Okay, your name is hello Parth Singh Jhala. Yes, the answer is correct, but the theme is important. The point is now he cannot capture the pawn, and his check is no problem. You king, and then when he takes pawn queens, check king comes, and you take the pawn is queen. So you cannot come. So he has to go here. Rook g8. What next? I was an okay, never mind. You can Virabhadra, you can see from the record version. White to play. The studies are very simple. Yes, the answer is correct. Now pawn into pawn. The point is he cannot capture the rook trap, and if you come here, he will attack. And now rook is unable to come. Just play some a4 is fine. Now if he comes, you can just go after the rook. You can ignore the pawn. You can ignore the pawn and go after the rook. Go after the rook. Maybe one more tempo. Winning. Next I will trap. So I mean this problem is echo of one of the Karpos problem, but this is simple move. And the other moves does not work. Only move. Okay. Next. Let us say the king on b1 and knight on g5 and knight on g4 on 1, 2, 3, 4, king, bishop. It is white to play and win. Anything wrong with this position? Oh, bishop. I'm sorry. Yeah. White to play and win. No, none of the answers are correct. Not correct. No, not correct answer. Hello, Suresh Bhai. Suresh Bhai Chawda, good afternoon. No correct answer yet. Knight f3, bf2 will come. Dayanand, he plays knight f3, he will take bishop into f2. Not working. Knight f3, bf2, nd2, he will play knight e5. nd2, he will play knight e5. Hello, Aksar Jhala. Still not convincing answer. Not correct answer. Not correct. So, not correct. Dayanand's move is correct. Dayanand's move is correct. Now bishop takes pawn. Now this is not correct move. This is not correct. He will play. No, no, this is incorrect. Now the point is the bishop is tied down to these two squares. Bishop is tied down because knight is coming here mate or knight is coming here and mate. So the bishop cannot move. And the knight is tied down because knight moves then knight e5 comes. So knight cannot move, bishop cannot move. So a simple king. Zugzwang. So after the knight after bf2, now bishop cannot move. The knight takes an entry. So now bishop is tied down. Knight cannot move. Zugzwang. If bishop moves, knight e5. No, bishop cannot move. You go knight e5, knight coming. Knight cannot move. Then knight coming here, winning. Unstoppable. So the correct move is bishop takes pawn. Just make a king. Zugzwang. Zugzwang. So two, three simple studies I am giving you. Let us say king on b3 and knight on d3 and knight on h6, the pawn. White to play and win. Black king. Where is the black king? a1. White to play and win. White to play and win. World champion says knight c1. Not correct. Not correct. Think again. Think again. What he says? NB4. Virabhadra says knight b4. kb1. Knight a2. King a1. Knight f5. h5. Knight c3. How come knight c3 will come? Knight c3. King c1 will come. Not correct. Virabhadra, you are telling knight b4. Okay, king. Now knight here coming. In a2. Now king a1. Now knight f5. So you will play h5. Why h5? Yeah, h5 can come. Or shall I make the king move? h5. What is the answer he is giving? I will see h5 knight c3. h4 and d4. But here, why I must play h5? What do you do for this? What do you do for king b1? This is not forced. Why I must play h5? What do you do, Virbhadra? What do you do? Knight e3. Push. Where is the mate? nd1. Push. Check. Yeah, this is also mate. This is mate. And also the simple. You have got actually six moves. You have got six moves here. So, I mean, knight can post here and knight comes back. You can just come knight, knight. Right, right. Now knight and mate. Hey, yeah, mate, mate. This is mate. On the same thing. Okay, okay, okay. Next, king e6 on d6. White to play and win. Of course, it is very easy, but the theme is important. What should white do? White to play win. Yeah, e7, check, check. This is bad move. King, check, king, check. Now what? What next? What is next? KD2. The correct answer. Above no check position. Above no check position. Winning. So the journey started from here. This is the plan. So this is the route. You go all the way. All the way. Correct answer. Only thing, you should never go to the D line. For example, if you go here, okay, still you have not thrown away. But here, don't go like this. Then it's a easy draw. Not giving time. Okay. So finishing. One more last diagram. One more diagram. White to play and win. I guess Dina, congratulations. Dina Patel, congratulations. Bishop H6 check. So we will come here. What you do now? Yes, G7. This is the last pawn. You have to save it. You cannot exchange the pawn, draw. So, post. So he has no other move. King. Dayanand, correct answer. The only correct move. Queen. Now king. King. Checkmate. The only correct answer. Not king. Not king d5. King d. This is the only correct move. Yeah, this is the only move. King d5 will not work. King d5 will draw. King d5 will draw. Here pawn push. No more win. No more win. You take it is a draw. So Dayanand, congratulations. Pawn queens. Only move. Block. Only move. King. Then this is checkmate. Okay. So I think I have given you simple studies and all right. Let us do some end game where queens on the board. How about this position? The position is black to play and win. So I flip the board. I will give some 5 6 end games where queen is versus rook minor pieces. So Veerabhadram, in last diagram, only move g8 queen. King d5 does not work. Only move was g8. King d5 will draw. Okay, I will go back to the diagram. You must not. You must clear your concept. For example, the king on d5 here e4. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. So I give bishop check. Now pawn push king. Now king d5 does not work. King, suppose king on e4. Now here, if it is here and it is king d5 doesn't work. Maybe I made a mistake in setting. Maybe I made a mistake setting. So this position whose move it is? It is white to play. Now the only move, king d5 does not work because of pawn drop. Yes, hello Vires. Vires, doing well. Congratulations. So Vires, okay. Samdani and Samdani, brother sister, welcome. So this is the only correct move here is pawn queen. Only move. And then you block. For example, if the pawn is free, he will keep pushing the pawn. So he will not allow you. You king d5, he will just push. Nothing can you do. Now this is not working. I am not forced to go. I am not forced to go here. I will just push. Lost. So the only move queen and then only you win. And then you block, choke him, and then win. Okay, going to the next. Some paradox of end game with queen on the board. अरे ओपन क्यों नहीं हो रहा है? Black to play and win. Flip the board. Dayanand, 10-year-old, very talented boy. All the best to you. Yes, Meg Parmar. Black to play and win. The power of queen. Sometimes rook and bishop powerful, sometimes queen. So let us see some queen endgames with queens on the board. Veerabhadra Singh, Meg Parmar, correct knight check. He cannot take it, only. And now you take. So, what is he going to do now? You take. Now, what white will do? White will depend. How black should play now? Yes, Vires. Vires, already knight f2 down. Everything is now protected. What should you do now? What would you do? क्या करोगे भाई? जो पौन तो पीस तो मरने वाला है. क्वीन ई3 में क्या फायदा होगा? No, no. Now point is, now ये this piece is dying. मरते मरते काम करो. Make damage forced. And now what has happened? The pawns are bad. So you have created a tactical target. Achieve something. Queen e3 get nothing. What is there in queen e3? Queen e3 I will take it. Next nothing. The check no problem. A4 nothing. So the correct move is knight check. Now check. This should win. With the plan to play a5 a4. So whatever you do, it is bad now. So he is building a fortress. He is building a fortress. You know, now the bishop and rook are controlling this and a fortress. But the fortress will lose. There is some problem in the position. What is that? Virabhadra, in end game, do not say maybe, possible, but it has to be exact. In the opening, you can say maybe this, but in end game, it has to be the correct plan, correct move. No, no choice of moves. Very rarely you get two, three choices. Correct method. The point is now you attack, queen coming, you play attack, rook a4, there is rook g4. No, the point I will, my plan is to give a check. Now check. Now the point is you need to play hg5, h5, and the break, and then when it takes it, pawn push, pawn push. This is the point. This is the point. Now both the pieces are tied down. Now both the pieces are tied down to this point. Otherwise, I will push sometime. So push, 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 forced. Now h4. Now lost. If you push this pawn, then queen f2 will win. Idea check and take. And if you do not push, next I will play pawn s3 and win. Power of queen. Okay. So the correct plan is this is the correct plan. You know, this is the correct plan. For the A passer tied down, you have to play G5, H5, G4. Lost. I hope Grandmaster Etienne Baccarat is black. Grandmaster Baccarat is black. Okay, next. Zeve. This position is white to play. What should white do now? Okay, Dayanand says queen f2 not possible. Okay, I will just check. What is your idea? Knight check, take, takes. Now bishop. So you want to play knight take, take. So you want to say queen f2 not possible. Where is queen f2 coming here? Here. Then rook check. And then I come. So where is queen f2? Check. Now, now pawn push. Suppose you push the pawn. Maybe just coming here is enough. Just coming here, the pawn will fall. Cannot defend. So I should make queen e3, not f2. Carelessly I told queen e3. The pawn will fall with check. Yeah, this is lost. So now it is white to play. This is coming. Now this point is you have to always try to play actively. There is a one thing rook you can play rook e1, rook f1 to stop, but which is a bad move. This is a bad move because when you play rook f1, you are stopping the queen only temporarily. Temporary. He will come with a threat, and now king b2 he will come. The pawns will fall one by one. The queen is powerful now. So queen will win the game. After you play rook f1, you cannot stop. He's entering. He's entering. Queen, queen, pawn. So this is bad. The correct move, you need to, your strength is your pass pawn. So you keep pushing. Idea kb2 and rook a1. Pawn push. Welcome, king, queen f2. So the active plan is more important. So this is very important. If you do not play actively, you will go down. You have to play a4 now. A4. Now the point is he may not take the pawn. Now it comes. Now take. Now the queen wants to return. Now the queen wants to return quickly to the queen side. Stop. Stop again. Now want to enter again. What should you do now? Rook f1 was losing. Rook f1, Mukund Agarwal, welcome. So here, the beginning move, Rook f1 will lose. You have to play only correct move a4. Rook stop. Rook stop. Now he comes. What you do now? It is good that I am doing these positions. So you should get some ideas about mixed endgame. Queen versus rook bishop, queen versus rook knight. No, no, c4 is not correct. C4 is bad move. C4 is bad. Do not create a, at the moment it is like a settled position. When you play c4, you will attack. You will attack. And you come here, you will attack. Not working. So the point is here you have to think one of the move. This move here or this move here. This is a bad move. Bishop c4, it is bad. Looks that now both the diagonals are blocked. Now it is bad because the queen will enter. No more win. So the correct move here was rook c4. Rook c4 is correct. Now you try to stop. Now this does not work. This does not work. Or maybe this does not work. Why? Because rook will come. This is the point. This is the point. The queen has no entry. Now all the squares are being guarded, being guarded, being guarded. Next move, bishop here and pawn push wins. So it was important to find out the rook c4 move. But in the actual game, the player played this bad move. White is a grandmaster. Stops. अब तो नहीं win होगा. It is bad move. The correct. What is the correct move for a bad move? Queen f4 is a bad move. This is bad move. The correct move, find out. Yes, I was told Tata Steel started yesterday, but I have not seen any game. I was watching movie. Daily I watch two movies in the evening. What is the correct move? Correct plan? No, no, Malini Giridhar. Actually, in the evening I am only relaxing. I am watching old Hindi movies, enjoying the old Hindi movies. Yes, there comes the correct answer. Who says that? Tirth Parmar. Tirth Parmar. This is the correct. The correct answer. But this is a bad move. After this, the position will slowly will start. He'll start pushing the pawns, bringing the king. You know. Now the king and two pawns will make headway. So instead of this, a bad move here. Draw. Agreed. They agreed to a draw, but actually it could he had winning chances. First of all, he missed winning chance with queen d6. This is winning chance. Where is rook c4 king? Rook c4. Rook c4. Where is rook c4? I missed. Here bishop c1. Bad move. This is a bad move. Bishop c4. This is winning. Rook c4 wins. Queen g1 or c4, or if you c4 then this is coming. So rook c4 wins. No, no, no. This is coming. So rook c4 is winning. No entry for the queen. Easy win. Even you have got king. Even king and king is coming. This is winning. Okay. You know, the very once when I was very young, I found one game that made me impressive about queen versus rook and bishop. Why it was Miss Korchnoi and Spassky. Korchnoi had the queen, Spassky had rook and bishop. Wide open book, and Spassky won the game. So after that, I gained lot of confidence that queen is not very all important. Okay, maybe I'll show you that game today. Maybe I'll show you that game. So this is the correct move. Rook f1 is bad. Queen e3 is clearly better for black. White to play, Babu. Queen versus rook and bishop. Find out about it. Yeah. So Dina Patel h6. No, 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 no. Not correct. Not correct. Not correct. You know, black has self-supported pieces. ब्लैक का कोई वीक पॉइंट नहीं है. अभी कोई सेल्फ सपोर्टेड पीसेस. नो h6, बैड मूव. If you play h6, you will throw away your winning chance. I am Muhammad Murad on the righteous Azerbaijan player. Yes, yes, I know, I know. So congratulations, Tirth Parmar. Congratulations. You have to first play good move. Why this is good move? Because you know the king and queen are watching this point. So the rook is tied down, king is tied down. It is important that you have to, this position like a fortress. Black is having a fortress. So it is not a good idea. Now, pawn push. Now there is a problem. It is a zugzwang. The position is a zugzwang. The whole point is now black is having no pawn move, no rook move, no rook is bad, no good king move. So it is running into a zugzwang. So king c5. Other moves loses quickly. Now these are bad moves. Whatever you do, it is bad. Bad move. Still, this is best. He should try to. Then maybe in this position I will go some queen coming. Maybe I will go king d4 back again and wait. But a bad move. Now he should have played g5. This is creating less pass pawn. Creating a pass pawn becomes a big burden. This is the correct move, but he made the bad move, meaning a pass pawn has been created. However, please note the main line I am telling here. Here, let us say bf3 here. This is also bad move. bf3 is bad move. And come back and h passer. H passer is now same position without a pawn. The starting position, he has lost the pawn. That means it is important to create the zugzwang here. Zugzwang. Okay. So here ac5 running into zugzwang. b4 running into zugzwang. Okay. Aranyaka Ghosh, also a good IM from Bengal. Now white to play Karyakin and Ivanchuk after 96 moves. A long battle. Now here Rook is the boss. Self-supported pieces. There is no tactical target. White has built up a fortress. There is no check available. But it is not that easy. So what is the plan? My number Tirth Parmar, you can send me the game on PGN format. Please note, send me the game in PGN format to my Gmail ID. I will write down my Gmail ID here. My Gmail Sekhar Sahu dot chess. Sekhar Sahu dot chess @ gmail.com. You can send me your game on PGN format. I will analyze. All right. Here, basically, you need to upset that black setup. Black has a weak point. So, what is the plan? What is the plan for white? How should you do that? One advantage, you have a fortress, you have a pass pawn, and a fortress, and there is a weak pawn. Important. What should you do? I will discuss on the class only. You send me in PGN format. I will one player, one game. I cannot take too many games. One game I can discuss. No problem. The plan is very simple. Technique should be okay. I want you to tell me, then I will discuss the plan. I want you to suggest me a plan. How white will win? I just gave my email on my chat. I have just typed my email, Gmail, not email. I just typed my Gmail. You see, I just typed it, my Gmail. sekharsahu.chess@gmail.com. Okay, once again I show. I have typed the second time. sekharsahu.chess@gmail.com. Okay. No, no, no. The point is, you need to regroup your pieces. ऐसा ही कोई टाइम पास में बैठेगा नहीं, वो तो टाइम पास करते रहेगा. So the correct move is to rook. Idea, I want to bring the rook to the back rank. I want to come here and start giving threats. Make the king away from the pawn. Now he wants to advance the pawns. This is the first regrouping. Then I want to bring the bishop to this point. You know, bishop here, this point. And then king. Safety. Bishop. Now free the rook. Now the rook is free. Now the rook is completely free because bishop is protecting. Rook will come to d1. Rook will come to e1. I will now a tactical target here, and I am having access on this point. The rook is now good. Now this is a tactical target for me. Threat. Now check. I want to take the pawn with check. Now win. There is no perpetual, nothing. Nothing. It is easy now. Fortress and pawn cut off. Totally lost. Good move. He wants, you see, he wants to come here and sit down. Very difficult. So cut off. I won't allow the king. Now the rook is cutting off the king. हो गया. बात खत्म. Because if you attack, you have a rook check and rook here. Game over. Yes, Vires. I have typed two times. Tirth, I have typed two times my mail already. So the whole point is you need a regrouping. Okay, I will go to the next. Rustam Kasim Dino, a great player. Queen versus Rook and Bishop. What should White do now? A critical moment. What should White do now? I typed my Gmail two times. Sekhar Sahu @gmail.com. I think small. One mistake I have done. I think the mistake is S is not capital. Okay, that's okay. That's okay. Sekhar is small. S is small. All small letters, I think. All are small letters. No capital. Now it is very important that you should get a feel for power of the queen. What to do? What should white do now? No, 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 no. It is not correct. Not correct answer. The point is, my question is very clear. Should we take the pawn or should we centralize the queen? These are the two things. That's all. There is no other good move. Now taking the pawn is bad. Then black will win after f5. Maybe black will give rook check. Rook check. Now this is no winning chance. No win. Now this position looks like winning but not real. Check. King b2, king c, b1 is checkmate. It is checkmate. The only correct move. But then check. King c2 only move. And now a fantastic move wins for black. Can somebody tell me how black is winning? Black to play and win. In my WhatsApp number, I cannot open the game. You know, my mobile does not support chess base. I need to have a chess base to open the game. My cell phone is not advanced. It is a old cell phone, mobile. So I cannot open the game on the WhatsApp. The only pigeon to my Gmail. No, 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 no. Rook D1 does not work. Rook D1 does not work. You have to see I am giving a threat. I am giving a threat. Perpetual. Perpetual threat. No, you do. That doesn't work. Doesn't work. Rook D1 doesn't work. So here King C2. Rook D1 doesn't work. I have played H5. So here not rook. This is bad. But black is winning. I have typed two times already. Why you can't see? Two times. Okay, I type once more. Once more I type. How does black win? Rustam Kasim Dino is a very great player, fantastic player. So he is very creative and imaginative. What does that black will win the game now? It is really super tough. The diagram is super tough. Black to play and win. Not that easy. Not that easy. Please find out. मैं चाय लेकर आता हूँ. Rook d2 check. How this will win? Rook d2. I will take king into d2. Queen. I have perpetual. You are overlooking. How can black win? Queen into check. Queen check. Queen check. Win. Draw. Draw. How can you win? Rook d2. I will just take it. So not winning. Tirth Parmar, I typed and I can read my chart, my Gmail. The position is so clear, I don't have to give a hint. Black to play and win. Black is winning. No, no. Vires, not working. RD2, king into D2. Where is the win? No win. I want black to win the game, no draw. Yes. Yeah. No, no, no. Rook C3 does not help. No. You know the super. No, no. Okay. Okay. There is Veerabhadra, Veerabhadra, Mukund Agarwal. They are not participating. Okay, I'm giving you now a broad hint. You know, when you play rook d2, etc., you will take, here's a check. This check is a draw. That is why, that is why the correct move is king h8. It is winning now. The king h8 move wins. Now, if you take the pawn, suppose you take pawn, queen into pawn. Now, whatever you do, if you play h6, I will play bishop. You don't have check. You don't have. Okay, this is winning. And if you attack, I am going to come maybe here. Rook, maybe here. What can I do here? How can I win this game? Now I can give the rook. I can give the rook. Check, but then he will take and his queen. Yeah, the queen ending will win. Now I can give the rook check. Hey, this check is leading to mate. I must not allow the check. I must here. Maybe here with the idea to place b4 and winning. This should win the game now. This should win. Now b4 and rook coming. So this is winning. H king h8. King h8. This is a fantastic move. Now no matter. You play queen g6. Now rook c3 check and then win. Now what are you doing? Queen g6 does not work. You play queen f4. Now pawn f g5. I will not allow to settle down. Rook here wins. And discover attack, winning the queen. No, rook c3 is not correct. Rook c3 here. Here rook c3 is not correct. रुक c3 मार देगा क्या करोगे डिस्कवर चेक क्या करोगे कहां जाओगे डिस्कवर नो विन दैट इज व्हाई king h8 this wins and now if you play queen into g6 rook check wins now if you play queen f4 g5 wins g5 wins winning so king h8 is the correct answer rook d2 should win the game why rook d2 I should play bishop c3 this is winning because some 2 3 checks will come that's all end of the checks next king will settle down okay so I will go to the next one Cambridge now this is the position is winning for white it appears to be a draw because the rook is all self protected the pawn is protected by the rook all self protected now there is no pass pawn and after this no progress it looks like a draw it is not a draw it is not a draw hello Devers the winning move is the method is to create zugzwang zugzwang is the key nothing else now if you play d6 it is easily winning take easily winning and zugzwang will come next queen will enter after the move queen d5 zugzwang so zugzwang nothing is moving so you cannot play d6 so he plays king okay this will only slow down that's all check You cannot come up. If you come further up, it is bad. You will get into a mating net. Basically, a mating net. Abhi, you cannot take the pawn. You lose the knight. King takes pawn, the knight is lost, and here he is checkmated. The king will come. The checkmate threat, g4 check is a mate. Matam, mat. So you cannot come up. This check is lovely move. Check. You cannot come up. Only move. Check. And now check. And zugzwang. Nothing is moving now. Zugzwang. So the power of queen, do not underestimate the power of queen. Normally, queen versus two minor pieces, it is queen has the upper hand. Rarely, the minor pieces dominate rarely. Still, coordination is necessary. Zugzwang, no pawn move, no rook move, no knight move. Zugzwang it is. Now, if you play knight h7, queen e4 check में knight चला जाए. The only move, rook. But then check and lost. Whatever you do, you're losing material. Now, you lose material, lost. King d7 to queen to b7 check. Okay, all right. So coordination of pieces necessary. It is a zugzwang now. It is a zugzwang. This is dominated. Now rook and knight dominate the queen because knight is in fantastic square protected also. Knight is in protected by pawn and the rook has the open file. It is domination by white. So white is usually winning. Seventh rank. No problem. King. Now b3. You can take that pawn. No problem. No problem. White has an intention. This king someday will reach here and reach here. Mate. Someday he may take the pawn also. So if you play queen d6, king, you should win. Idea rb6 should win the game easily. He will sweep all the king side pawns. So this is a good plan. King. Winning. The point is, if knight f6, some queen check is coming. The idea is stopping your knight move. So protect that. Threatening knight f6. हो गया काम. एक दो चेक आएगा 10. That's all. No check position and mate. No good check. एक check आएगा. No good check. Getting back rank mate or rook h7 mate. So rarely minor pieces and a rook will dominate the position rarely like this. This is a rare occasion. Okay. I will even two position. I told you Starsky course now. I will show you. Then also minor pieces domination is rare. Okay, I will show that. Okay, erase. I will see that later. किसका है? बोरिस भाई स्पास्की is white. Victor Korshunov. Victor by name. ASCII, ये तो क्लिप बोर्ड को खाली कर देते हैं, क्योंकि क्लिप बोर्ड में इतना सब कुछ हो रहा है क्या? नहीं, चलो क्लिप बोर्ड खाली कर देना। नहीं नहीं, क्लिप बोर्ड में दो गेम है। स्पास्की है ही नहीं, क्या बात है। और सुनाई। अरे, मैं कहाँ पर, कौन सा फाइल पे हूँ मैं? ये इसमें है ना। प्लेयर, बोरिस भाई स्पास्की। यही होगा। ये बात नहीं है। Then it was Pasky might be black. यही है। Rook and Bishop versus Queen. Okay, I will take you. I skipped the game analysis. I will take you straight to the opening, middle end game. अभी देखिए। Now, Rook and Bishop versus Queen, but Black will build a fortress. Now Black has a fortress. The pawn cannot come. So he waits. So finally he will break the ice. Notice the way he is building up. Finally it broke open. He gets a pawn. Now fine move. He broke. Now winning. Spassky was only, how old was Spassky? 1937, 57, 22-year old. Now A4 pawn. So the pass pawn has been created. The pass pawn has been created. Self-supported pieces. You cannot touch the pawn, no perpetual, and now the rook will regroup. King. You have to protect the pawn. Now the pawn is doubly attacked. If you take the pawn, you lose that. Then the pawn duo. This is not a good move. After queen into queen takes pawn, very difficult. So be patient. So how are you going to win? The point is, now he will play some king move, then pawn push, and then take it. Then everything is protected. So you need to learn to improve. So wait, king, king, pawn push, king. Now pawn f6. Just waits. Push. Now check and pawn push and not taking it. Run out of checks. Winning. So this is a very important. This game inspired me to that Rook and bishop can go systematically slowly against the queen. Pass pawn has to be created. You know, if you are allowed to build up a fortress, the queen is helpless. For example, Spassky versus Lobron. Boris by Spassky versus Lobron. Erich Lobron. No, not this. Yeah, this is the one. Boris by Spassky. He was a master of the close Sicilian. Good move. This is a B3 good move. You have to play ND4. White stands better. He wants to play C3 and break that grip on D4. So white has got space. 4 बज गया. वो पिजन मेरे को छोड़ता नहीं है. एक ये ओके है. उनको ओपन कर. ये गेम के बाद करूँ. चलो ओपन कर देता हूँ. यार शेष भाई टाइम हो गया. डाइनिंग टेबल बना. Yeah. So building a fortress. Now D4 take queen into bishop into. Now what black wants to settle. Once B6 everything is set. Now for example, suppose let us say you play move like let us say a waiting move. Rook here, bishop here. Now let us say you play B3. अभी ये पोजीशन में ड्रॉ हो जाएगा. अब ये सब सेट हो गया. द बिशप इज सेटल्ड. देयर इज नो पॉन ब्रेक नथिंग. ये ब्रेक में भी कुछ नहीं होगा. दिस पोजीशन इज ब्लैक इज हैप्पी. White can do nothing. So you don't have to allow a fortress. Now E5. E5. So you have to play pawn into. The pawn is not important now. He wants to play B6 and settle the pieces. I will not allow. I will not allow a fortress. हो गया काम. Now C5 will come and destabilize. So this is the whole point. Forced. हो गया काम. अभी अटैक आ जाए. तो वो गेम ओपन कर देगा. जस्ट वाइड ओपन द पोजीशन. ये लग जाएगा. खत्म. तो एक गलती, one mistake, suppose you play mechanically here, this is a good move, take, and if you take queen takes pawn, no win. Everything is perfect for black. कुछ नहीं कर पाएगा अब. So Now I want to discuss some games. I will see. I will see. This is after the class is over. I will see if a game has come. So rouser attack. 4. The point is, if you play h6, then I will play bishop f4 or c. So he just dd7. Now f4. Now the variation bishop into knight. Queen into is a bad move. Now pawn into is the main theory. This is bad. If you are willing not to double the pawn, it will turn out badly. Okay. For example, now maybe here I will play pawn push. Now pawn into pawn I will play knight into. Giving you a hard time. तो क्वीन इंटू नहीं मार सकता है तो आपको पॉन से मारना पड़ेगा. हो गया. नाउ बिशप व्हाइट इज बेटर. Want to, it is a mainly Paul Keres and Botvinnik that came, this idea cropped up. And after that, this has become the main motive in the variation. Idea rook f1 and pawn into pawn open the position. You need to play e5. Otherwise, knight will play, go to f4 later on. e5. Now, knight h5 is coming. Knight h5 is coming. Anyway, knight h5. Anyway, g4. That means now the queen is free. The knight has settled into the weakness. Into the weakness. And now the knight is settled. The queen is free for operation. We next bishop c4. Then exchange the bishop. Double the rook. Good knight, bad bishop. This is not going to help. Not going to help. Now it is all closed. Very well played. Who is this? Whatever his name, he is playing well. Basically, it is not the original game. I have kept inserted a game. The white is Ullman. White is Wolfgang Ullman. Ullman. Everything all set. No d5. Now action. White to play. Find out how should you play. Meg Parmar. I will tell you once I finish the class. I will open the mail. I should not open the mail now. You wait for 20 minutes. I will open the at 4:30. I will open. Now, fantastic. I want a break. I want to take the pawn one. I want this break possibility. Taking the pawn is very slow. Of course, you can take the pawn and come back. You can take and come back, but this is faster. What else? You cannot stop the check now. यहाँ पे 3 अटैक आ गया और ये एंट्री इधर है. You have to allow me one. You must allow me a check or you must allow the pawn. तो उसने बोला नहीं. हो गया. बात बन गई है. What else you will do? What else? Look into. Mate, bishop and queen are watching this point. Look into. Khatam. Baat khatam. Okay, I will take you to next games. 2 games. bishop g2. Okay, because this is making a room for the bishop. Knight a4 threat comes sometimes, so making a room. White is better. Good move. The point is, after pawn takes pawn, you do not get much. After pawn into pawn, the game is not great for white. Nothing. Now there is no grip on the center. Counterplay is come. So pawn takes pawn is not giving an advantage. So white played the more ambitious d5. This is the correct move. Knight e7. Stop a5, b5 counterplay. nd3 is coming followed by b4. The idea is to provoke. The idea is to weaken the d6 square. So he wants to. Now bishop is anyway there. Now this capture, I doubt, but black position has become passive. After bishop takes knight AB, suddenly the a pawn comes into trouble. And after the bishop c3, for example, now if you play bishop b6, then I will keep attacking. Bishop b rook आएंगे, then queen आएगा d1, e1, the pawn gap. So bb6, you have to play b6. This black's queen side is paralyzed. So white has a clear upper hand now. The idea, White's plan is to expand on the king side with f4, e4. So bishop in the diagonal. So he has to move. Correct answer. Making a room for the bishop at s3. I guess this is bad. You should not open the position. White has upper hand. So the position already is gone bad. I cannot give a good advice for black. But perhaps he should regroup the pieces. Bring the rook to f8. Because the rook is doing nothing there. It's a dummy. You should play rook f8, then king h8, knight f8, knight f6, knight coming to e8, g7. But this is terrible. Now attack. The position is already bad, but white black can give a stiff resistance. The position already white has upper. White is clearly on top. But अभी भी black resistance दे सकता है. Black को क्या खेलना चाहिए? The position is bad. So white has powerful pieces. This bishop is there. So any moment this can come. So better to close that. Even after this, white is better, but it is very difficult to open up easily because pieces get exchanged. This is good for white, but it is not that easy. White will play rook e2 and then he will play rook e4, maybe a double or f4 break. But this is best way. Knight c5 can come now. But instead of that, he played a very weak move. Who is black? Okay, जो भी है वो बहुत खराब move दिया. Weak. अभी नहीं चलेगा अभी. g6 because now that knight on d7 is double pressure. So d6, the position is plus minus. एक के बाद ये मूव पॉसिबल हो गया. एक के बाद एक. Check. Anyway, white queen is also under attack. So you should move queen. Maybe the position is still tough. It is still tough, but it is already out of control now. Now अभी भी नाइट एफेक्ट खेलना था. इसके बाद भी बेटर है. He will come rook into, because the after check and the king is collapsing. Pawn into check, only move, only move, and now he should surrender the rook. Now the point is discover check. You should surrender the rook. White is better still. The king position is very bad, but at least this is a lot of fight. So much you have to white has to again work out the variation and win. Advantage is white, but in the game he collapsed. He did not play knight f8. He comes here. He played weak move. Knight check. Now queen pawn into pawn f4. Gone. What should you do now? Discover check. Chalo, discover check there. What should you do now? White to play. क्या करोगे भाई? White to play. There comes the correct answer. Om Desai. Rook into f5. After pawn into queen, rook into. Queen into means knight check. And if you play king there, this is also losing because the bishop will come later on. So here, just rook double is enough. Rook double enough. Rook into pawn enough. Idea, bishop will come to c1. Bishop no. I think the best is to play rook. Idea, bishop c1. Khatam. So rook into f5. Rook into f5. Design. I guess one more game I have got. One more game. Okay. Now the point is, if white will castle, black has a good plan. He will play b3. The point is, no more bishop takes pawn. I will pawn into pawn converts bc4 with advantage. And now, if you play something like queen e7, bb2, and then if you play rook e8 or d8, I am going to, what my main plan is to castle. My main plan is to castle. So I will start operating this side. I will operate on this side, G4. Give the pawn. Now knight into pawn, I will open the G line and castle long. So this blind, that is the reason, before castling, he should take pawn into pawn. Semi-Slav. Bishop into pawn. Now there is no point. With center open, you cannot attack. So better to castle short. White stands better. E4, E5 is coming. Idea, you move the bishop. Bishop A3 plan. Not immediate bishop A3, but you see, if you play immediate bishop A3, knight C5 will come. Nothing great is happening. So first this, good move. Now you should, accepting the pawn is risky business. Because after capture, bishop A3 will come. Accepting the pawn is risky business. You have no time to take. You have no time to take. Plus minus. Okay, so after this is bad. Exchange down. That is why E5 is excellent move. Who is this? Ullman is white. E5 is good move. Now bishop A3 and now bishop takes knight. Plus minus. This is the whole point. Now any moment white can open up the game. There is a tactical the weak point. Any moment this pawn will come. The pieces are funny. So many weak points. My idea of selecting the game that normally two bishop advantage, but how the bishops are placed. Here two knights are better than two bishops. Attack. Attack. Surrender. Now bishop into pawn is working, not working. Run, bishop run. No mobility. No mobility. Knight. What knights? Rook exchange is forced. You cannot attack. The A7, B7, B8, all this guarded. White has 2-1 majority. White has 2-1 majority. One extra pawn on the board. And the knights are wonderful. No good square. Now if you play bishop b6, now knight check, should be winning. One extra pawn. So he plays restriction of bishop. G4 is coming. Now this two knight to bishop, but it is winning. Because the a pawn will fall and the king going to be e2, d3. Now king e2, king d3. बात खत्म. So not always two bishop, two knight, depending how the pieces are placed. And note the plan. ये जो है ये प्लान को ध्यान रखा करो. Semi-Slav. I don't know if you are playing semi-Slav. If any of you is a semi-Slav player, should note that here it is a correct move to take the pawn. If you castle right away, अगर करेंगे तो b3 कर देगा. Now b2. You can castle and start. Maybe you can even do h3. A slow preparation with the idea next g4. If you play now knight coming f8, I will play g4. Now knight coming here, maybe I will castle. No. This castle. White is ready to advance now. All right. So that is the reason black should take the pawn and play immediately. I can play b5 also. This is okay. All right. So I have done some end games where queen for queen on the board. I think I did some 7 8 end games. Queen on the board. All right. I will just check whether what you say that if I see the game, I'll analyze now only. Give me time. Okay, where is that? Where is the game? I'm sending the pigeon. Yeah, yeah, pigeon has come. Where? Where is the attachment? I cannot send database. You know, Slok database is too big. It is some 2 3 GB. I cannot send such a big file. Where is the one? Where is the one? Oh, you have not sent the pigeon. Okay, here it has come. Okay, I will open up. I will open and see. Just Ram. Actually, this one actually d4 here. Now in c3 queen d6 d4. This is a passive line. You know, it is better to why this is passive. A6 is better. Why? Keeping the square vacant for the knight. And this is bad. If you do this, now the problem is the knight b5 will come. And here c4 will come. White has center. इसीलिए it is necessary to stop the knight. That is why a6 is a better move. Here a6 better move. You play knight f3, knight c6. Now maybe you will play some bishop coming to g5, whatever. Bishop e3, bishop g4, queen d2, long castle. This is how the game will continue. No, maybe e6 and then long castle, whatever. So a6 was correct move. c6 is not. No, 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 no. What he has done is c6. Not correct. अरे मैं ओवर राइट कर दिया है कोई बात नहीं वापस जाएंगे इसको यहाँ पर ये मूव ठीक नहीं है a6 is more correct idea in c6 then bg4 and long castle you have got a Karokan setup now you have got a Karokan setup Yes, now you should take the knight. This is okay. It is in pin, no problem. So black is playing all right. Now black, so you should take the knight because then your pawns are not advancing and you have slowed down. You will play knight counter attack. So this was the correct way for black. Take and play NB6. But he played. Why this move? Huh? Why not knight G5? If you play here pawn F4 with the initiative, very strong position. Okay. So NG5 was better, but you played in the game H4. Okay. Slow and steady, no problem. Very well. Very well handled. Who is this? Slow, playing very good. Fantastic. गणपत हो गया अभी. खत्म. Excellently handled. Excellent handling. You lose the rook also. Mating threats lost. Okay. So very well played. Is this Vires? Vires, excellent game. Congratulations. It is a game played 3 minutes or 5 minutes, which means it is not going to be such a very well played game. Yeah, 3 minute, 5 minute game is a blitz game. But anyway, the idea is good. Active play. White has made some mistakes also. Black did not avail all the opportunity. Never mind. It is a good game. Anyway, good game. No problem. Okay. Thank you very much, friends, being with me. I will be back tomorrow morning 9:30 for the next session. Take care. Bye. See you tomorrow 9:30.